Good day guys, and welcome to this video. In today's video we are going to be discussing about the conjugate of a surd, how to simplify questions on surd by using the conjugate of that very surd. But before we go into the video, if this is your first time coming across my content, I urge you to please give the video a like, leave a comment below and share this video. Now, for some weeks now, we've been on the series of surd, and today we want to know what the conjugate of a surd is all about. Let's assume you are given a question like this: 4 plus 3 surd 2, and you're asked to find the conjugate of this surd. The conjugate of this surd is just to change the middle sign, right? And we know that the opposite of addition is subtraction. Is that not true? So we are just going to give the opposite of the middle sign, right? So the conjugate of this whole surd is going to be 4 minus 3 surd 2. That's the conjugate. So whenever they are talking about the conjugate of a surd, they are asking you to change the middle sign in operation of the surd. More examples: if I give you 8 minus surd 5, for instance, this is the surd, right? So the conjugate of this is just to change the sign at the middle here. So the conjugate of that is going to be 8 plus surd 5. So this is the conjugate of 8 minus surd 5. Now, having understood that, let's solve some questions. Let's assume you are given a question in this form: 4 minus 2 plus surd 3, right? We know that in mathematics, whenever a number is having a surd, we don't leave it that way, right? Remember when we did something like 2 over surd 3, for example, we said whenever the denominator has a surd, we don't leave it this way. We rationalize the denominator, right, by multiplying both up and down by the denominator. Is that not true? So in this case too, we are going to do the same thing, right? So we are going to multiply both up and down by the conjugate of the denominator, right? Our task is to take away this surd from the denominator. You understand? And the only way to do that is to multiply both up the numerator and denominator of this question by the conjugate of the denominator. In this case, we said we rationalize by multiplying both up and down by the denominator, right? So here we have 2 times surd 3 giving us 2 surd 3 over surd 3 is 9, and square root of 9 is 3. So we don't have a root here again. But in this case, it's not a single number, it's a binomial surd. That is, there are 2 terms here. Are you paying attention now? So I'm going to multiply both up and down of this question by the conjugate, and we know that the conjugate of this surd here is 2 minus surd 3. Is that not true? That's the conjugate of this. So I'm going to use that conjugate to multiply both up and down. I'm going to have 2 minus surd 3 all over 2 minus surd 3. Are you seeing that now? So I can secure this. So just saying 4 will multiply this, and this bracket will expand the other one, right? So I'm having 4 into 2 minus surd 3. Then I'm having 2 plus surd 3 and 2 minus surd 3. Are you seeing that? So if you expand this guy, 4 multiplies this, 4 multiplies this guy, and then the normal expansion here. There's no gate man here. Here there's a gate man. So 4 will multiply everything inside. So 4 times 2 gives me 8 minus 4 times surd 3 gives me 4 surd 3. And I'm done with the numerator. So for the denominator, I'm having, pick a gate man here. Let me pick these 2 out, into 2 minus surd 3, then plus surd 3 into 2 minus surd 3, right? So I'm having 8 minus 4 surd 3 all over, when 2 multiplies this gives me 4 minus 2 multiplies surd 3, that's 2 surd 3. Then this multiplies 2 gives me plus 2 surd 3. Then plus minus gives me minus. Then surd 3 gives me surd 9, right? So if I simplify this, I'm having 8 minus 4 so 3 all over. So I'm having 4. This is gone, so this is minus, these are like terms, right? This and these are like terms, and the signs are different. So I'm having minus 2 plus 2 is 0, so this is gone, so I'm just having minus. So 3 here is going to give me 9. So when I work on this, I'm having 8 minus 4, so 3 all over. 4 minus 3 gives me 1, right? And whatever you are dividing with 1 gives you the same answer. So I'm having my answer as 8 minus 4, so 3. That's for this question here. For this question here. Do you understand? Now let me give another example again. Let's assume you have a question of this form. Let's say you're asked to simplify. You just know. What I want you to understand here is that whenever you are given a question and that question has a denominator that has a surd in it, whenever the question has a denominator that has a surd, you can't leave your answer in that form. You have to rationalize. You understand? So if you're having something of this nature, a over b plus surd c, since there are two terms here and one of these terms is having a surd, you are multiplying up and down by the conjugate of the surd that is down here, because there are two terms. But if you have only a over surd c, for instance, it's just a single term, you are multiplying both up and down by what is down. But when the terms are two, you are going to rationalize by the conjugate of the denominator. Do we understand that now? All right, so let's have another example. Let's say I give you 4 minus 2 surd 5 all over 3 plus 3 surd 2, and I ask you to simplify, right? Since the denominator has a surd, the first thing we are doing is to rationalize, right? So I have the question here: 4 minus 2 surd 5 all over 3 plus 3 surd 2. So the conjugate of this denominator here is 3 minus 3 surd 2. So I'm going to use that to multiply up and down. So 3 minus 3 surd 2 all over 3 minus 3 surd 2. So I have this guy. So basically this one will multiply this. So I'm having bring out the 4 here. 4 into what is here? 3 minus 3 surd 2, then minus 2 surd 5. I'm simplifying the numerator first, then into 3 minus 3 surd 2. Then for the denominator, I'm having 3 into 3 minus 3 surd 2, then plus 3 surd 2 into 3 minus 3. Sorry, here's supposed to be a minus, right? So I'm using, okay, it's a plus. I'm using this bracket to expand this. So this 3 into everything here, then plus 3 surd 2 into everything here. So I'm correct. So I'm having 3 surd 2 here. So 4 times 3 here gives me 12, minus 4 times 3 again gives me 12 surd 2, right? Then minus 2 times 3 gives me 6 surd 5, right? Then minus gives me plus. 2 times 3 gives me 6 surd 5 times 2 gives me 10. Alright, that's for the numerator. And for the denominator, I'm having 3 times 3 gives me 9, minus 9 surd 2, plus 3 times 3 gives me 9 surd 2, then plus minus gives me minus. So I'm having 3 times 3 gives me 9 surd 2 surd 2 gives me surd 4, right? So let's check if I didn't make a mistake. 4 times 3 gives me this 12, 4 times 3 gives me this 12 surd 2, then I have a minus. 2 times 3 gives me 6 surd 5, minus gives me plus. 2 times 3 gives me 6 surd 5 surd 2 gives me surd 10. Okay, I'm good. So are there like terms here for the numerator? Do I have like terms? I don't have like terms, right? This is surd 2, this is surd 5, this is surd 10. They are not like terms, so I can't simplify this. So I leave this in this form. So I have 12 minus 12 sod 2 minus 6 sod 5 plus 6 sod 10. Then down for the denominator, I'm having this is gone. This is minus 9 plus 9, so it's 0, so this is gone. So basically I'm having 9, which is this one, minus, then this is 9, and so 4 is 2, so I'm having multiplied by 2, right? So basically I'm having 12 minus 12 sod 2 minus 6 sod 5 plus 6 sod 10 all over, so 9 minus 9 times 2 is 18, right? Okay, so I'm having 12 minus 12 sod 2 minus 6 sod 5 plus 6 sod 10 all over, and 9 minus 18, that's giving me minus 9. All right, can I actually factor out anything here between this? Okay, I think 3 is a factor of all of them. So we factor out 3 from here, 3 from here, 3 from here, 3 from here. I bring out a 3, then this divided by 3 gives me 4 minus this divided by 3. I can actually factor out with a minus 3. Let me factor with a minus 3, right? So if I bring out a minus 3 as a factor, right? If I divide 12 divided by minus 3 gives me a minus 4. Are you paying attention? So when I expand this, I'm going to get plus 12, right? So minus 12 divided by minus 3 gives me a plus 4. Are you with me? Then so 2. So minus 6 divided by minus 3 gives me a plus 2 sod 5. Are you with me? Then a plus 6 divided by minus 3 gives me a minus 2 sod 10. Are you following? The reason why I'm factoring out with a minus here is because I'm having a negative 9, so that this negative and this negative can cancel out. That's why I'm doing that. Are you following? Alright, so below I'm having minus 9. So what do you notice? The minus and this are trashed out. So 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here is 3, right? So basically I'm having minus 4, which is what's left up here. I'm left with 1 here, right? 1 is left here. So when 1 expands the bracket again, 1 times everything inside to give me the same thing, right? So I'm having minus 4 plus 4 sod 2, then plus 2 sod 5, then minus 2 sod 10. This is the answer all over the denominator, which is 3. So that should be the answer to this question, right? So thank you for watching very much, and see you on the next one.